In this video, you'll learn how to create a custom trigger to track conversions. We'll look at how to set up the Google Ads conversion tracking tag and how to track a custom conversion in Google Analytics. This is the 5th lesson in the Google Tag Manager training series. So far, we've covered how to get started, adding tags, previewing and testing your tags, and how to migrate to Google Tag Manager. In this training series, we've already added tags that are fired on all of the pages of our website. However, there are times when you'll need to trigger a tag on certain pages or for certain actions. Let's start by adding a Google Ads conversion tracking tag that only fires on a specific thank you page. To do this, we're going to create the tag in Google Ads, then we'll need to create a new tag and trigger in Google Tag Manager. Let's start by heading to Google Ads. I've already logged into my Google Ads demo account. And to configure a new conversion in the account, let's click Create on the top left corner and choose Conversion Action. This Google Ads account is using the new, simpler conversion measurement option. If this option isn't available in your Google Ads account yet, you can find a link to my tutorial covering the previous version in the description below this video. Okay, we need to check that conversions on a website is enabled at the top. And we can see there's an alert saying we haven't installed the Google tag on our website yet. If you've already added the Google tag to your website, then you don't need to add it again. Since I haven't done this yet, let's click Edit. Enter the URL of our website and click Scan. Now let's click the button to set up the Google tag. We can see we're given the complete Google tag, but since we're using Google Tag Manager, we can simply copy the tag ID. For my tag, the tag ID starts with A, W, and a dash. So let's copy this. And let's head to Google Tag Manager. Let's create a new tag. Let's name the tag Google Ads. And let's select Tag Configuration. Let's select Google Tag as the tag type. And now let's create a new variable for the tag ID. To do this, we can click the variable icon, or to speed things up a bit, let's enter 2 opening curly braces. Then select New Variable at the bottom. Let's name the variable Google Ads Tag ID. And select Variable Configuration. Let's choose Constant. And now let's paste our tag ID from Google Ads as the value. Now let's save the variable. Ensure the Initialization All Pages trigger is added to the tag. And now let's save the tag. I'm going to publish the changes later, so let's head back to Google Ads. Now I'm going to close the details for the Google tag. Google Ads will check to see if the tag is installed. Since we haven't published our changes in Google Tag Manager yet, the tag won't be on our live website. So let's click Skip and Set Up Later. Now let's click Continue. Next, we need to select a category for the conversion. This is for reporting and segmentation in Google Ads. I'm going to select Sign Up for my conversion, but you can choose from any of the available options. Now we need to click Setup. And let's select Create a Manual Event. This will let us trigger the event using Google Tag Manager. Now we need to name the conversion. I'm going to name this conversion Email Sign Up. And let's click Use Event. Now let's click Save and Continue. We've now created our conversion event in Google Ads, so now we need to add this to our website using Google Tag Manager. So let's click Use Google Tag Manager. Now we need to copy the conversion ID. And we need to copy the conversion label. Okay, now we need to head to Google Tag Manager. And let's create a new tag. Let's name the tag Google Ads Conversion. And let's select Tag Configuration and choose Google Ads. Now we select Google Ads Conversion Tracking. And we need to enter the conversion ID we copied from Google Ads. I'm going to paste the conversion ID directly into the tag, but you can create a variable like we did when we added the Google tag. And let's also paste the conversion label. Next, we need to add a trigger to our tag. Let's select Triggering. We're going to create a trigger to fire the tag on a specific page on our website. To do this, let's click the plus sign on the top right corner. Let's name our trigger Thank You Page. And let's select Trigger Configuration. And we're going to choose Initialization. By default, we can see that all initialization events is selected, but we only want this trigger to fire our tag on a specific page. So let's change this to Some Initialization Events. And we're going to select Page Path from the drop-down. This lets us use everything after our website's domain for our matching condition. For example, I'm going to leave the matching as contains, but you can choose from a range of options, including starts with, ends with, and regular expression matching. If you'd like to learn more about regular expressions, I've included a link in the description below this video. Now we need to enter what we want to match. I'm going to enter /thank-u, which will mean we match any pages on our website that contain this thank you page. Now I'm going to save the trigger. This means our Google Ads conversion tag will only fire on our thank you page. Let's save the tag. Now that we've added a Google Ads conversion tracking tag to our website using Google Tag Manager, let's use the same trigger to send a custom event to Google Analytics. In the first lesson of this series, we added the Google tag and created a variable for our Google Analytics measurement ID. If you haven't added these to your container yet, then feel free to hit pause and come back once you've watched the first lesson. Okay, let's head back to Google Tag Manager. We can see we already have our Google tag that is sending page views to Google Analytics. So now let's create a new tag. Let's name the tag Google Analytics GA4 Conversion. And let's select Tag Configuration. And choose Google Analytics. Now we select GA4 event as the tag type. And for the measurement ID, let's select the measurement ID variable we created in the first lesson. Now we need to name our event. Google provides a list of recommended event names to use, so for this example, I'm going to enter generate_lead. You can enter any event name you like, including any of Google's other recommended events, or your own custom event name. You can also pass additional information with the event using parameters and properties, but I'm going to leave these options. So let's add a trigger to our tag. Let's select the custom trigger we created for our thank you page. This means our GA4 event tag will fire on our thank you page. It also means we'll be able to configure the event as a key event to track it as a conversion in Google Analytics. Now let's save the tag. And let's create another GA4 event tag. This time we'll create a tag that fires when someone makes a product selection on my demo site. Let's head to my demo site to take a look. My demo site has some products. Let's select a product. And we can see there is a drop-down people can use to select a quantity. For our GA4 event tag, I want to know when people make a selection using this drop-down. Let's right-click to inspect the element. And we can see that it has an ID of quantity, so we can use this to configure our trigger in Google Tag Manager. Okay, let's head back to Google Tag Manager. Before we create the tag, we need to enable the built-in variables that allow us to understand when someone makes a selection. So let's select Variables. And let's select Configure for the built-in variables. And let's scroll down and enable the ClickID variable. Now let's select Tags and create a new tag. Let's name the tag Google Analytics GA4 Quantity Event. Now let's select Tag Configuration. Select Google Analytics and choose GA4 Event as the tag type. Let's select our Measurement ID variable. Now let's enter select_item as the event name. We're going to send a parameter with this event, so let's select Event Parameters and click Add Parameter. Let's name the parameter item_list_name. And let's click the icon to use a variable as the value. Let's choose Click ID. This means the value from the element's ID will be used as the value for our event parameter. For our example, this will mean we send a value of quantity to Google Analytics. Now we need to add a trigger. Let's create a new trigger. Let's name the trigger Clicked Quantity. Now let's select all elements as the trigger type. And let's select Some Clicks. Now we choose Click ID from the drop-down. Then choose Equals and enter Quantity. This means that our trigger will only match when people click elements on our website with an ID of quantity. Now we can save the trigger. And we can save the tag. We now have a GA4 event tag that will track when people view our thank you page, and another event tag that will track people selecting a quantity using the drop-down selector. Now that we've added our new tags, you can preview and test your changes. We covered how to preview and test our tags in the third lesson. You can find a link to the video in the description if you need a quick refresh. In the next lesson, we'll cover more ways we can use custom triggers to fire our tags. You'll learn about tracking clicks, buttons, and forms using Google Tag Manager. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.